Sergio Studios. Extra.
Hey everybody, how's it going? This is Sergio Dominguez with another art look through of, this time, The Sergio Show. So yeah, a couple videos ago I talked about the art and look through of episode 200 of The Sergio Show. And there was a point where I did realize, what happened to episode 100? Because there was an artwork shown in that first 10 year, 15 season binder of The Sergio Show. So I did check and I realized when it came to art for the 100th episode, it never had actually artwork. A lot of it was done on the computer. But I did still make artwork for that episode, 100th episode. So a lot of extra things. This binder has, the 100th episode. It also has seasons 11 and 12, storyboards of intros, and more. So this binder just has some extra things that we haven't looked over yet. So we're going to take a look at them right now. All right. So with this one, these are cards for specific videos back in my Cartoonist Man channel days. When I did update videos, I would make actual little index card scripts for them. And subscriber videos whenever I hit a specific subscriber count over the years and how much has changed over the years. So a lot of those I don't throw away, just hold on to them. A lot of it is also artwork and drawings that haven't, for promotion and for me just to doodle on stuff. Yeah, with this one I kind of want to go through this a little bit quicker because it's nothing really important, but it is behind the scenes production papers and artwork. So I do want to just go through this as quickly yet as best as possible. Yeah, another hidden paper. This was from the original cut of the 100th episode, a list of animators that appeared in that episode. So, yeah. When I was starting on episode 100, it was going to be such a big episode, and it had it was going to have a lot of things, certain segments. But it got whittled and whittled to the final cut back in 2013. But then I had to edit it a couple years later. And yeah, it was a crazy mess. But I'll try to show some work from its previous cut. This started off as a checklist of production. Let's hope I can get through this. Oh, we all wish for that. Oh, what's all this? Oh, it's an outline. It's an outline. Oh, wow. Yeah, it has been a while. So I'm just going to show this outline. Yeah, just like the 200th episode, I did an outline. Script outline, story outline. But it was a lot bigger. But then, in the beginning of 2013, I started working on this. But then it got really too much for me by the end of the year. So I ended up just doing what I can do, finishing it, and releasing it in November of 2013. It was making a lot of lists because it wanted to have a lot of things. Credits and everything. There was going to be a fight scene where I was going to beat up some cartoon villains at the time. Haha. Party in the USA. Yeah, back when I did song parodies. Yeah, that got rejected. A list of voice actors. Yeah, a lot of things that I had and I end up cutting. Copyright reasons and just the time that I had at the time. Yeah. Ooh, I'm gonna go through this quick, but these were also storyboards because I did storyboards for this episode specifically. Yeah, rejected storyboards. Yeah, I want to really skim through this because only I can understand this. And wow. Yeah, this is a piece of a storyboard from a review. Originally the 100th episode was gonna have a review of a couple of classic internet cartoons. This was a rejected storyboard. And I did, yeah, another song parody list. Oh wow, let's see. This is a storyboard for, like I said, this is one of the cartoons that I made for the Sergio Studios channel. When I was done with the Sergio show, I was like, okay, let me do some cartoons. And one of them was the Sergio short, which is just a short little video. Sergio show related video, storyboard for that. One about my uncle. Yeah. Okay, so here we are. This is artwork associated with the 100th episode of the Sergio show. Yeah, just these two. So, the Sergio show reaches an epic milestone. The 100th episode coming soon. So I was even doing milestone promotion things even back then. Like you've seen, I've done promotional work even for the first episode of the show when the show was coming out. There's another. This is all like doodles in a loose leaf paper. Another promo. One on a t-shirt, that was nice. Celebrating 5 years of the Sergio show. Yeah, this was back when the show was turning 5, and it was a fun time to do a couple things, like 5 years of the show, and at the time, the 100th episode was coming out. So there you go. Awkward position there, though. Yeah, not really some of the best artwork, but this is all just for me and for behind the scenes and just setting the show up. But I've had fun doodling this and getting it out of the way. Now, I was very excited when I was reaching the first 100 episode. So, a little hint of what's to come. Yeah, I'm just trying to go through a lot of these drawings real quick. But yeah, like this, like ta-da, ta-da, ta-da kind of pose. Me versus a certain villain. Back then, the villain was very no, I had different ideas of who the villain could be for the show before I settled on Evil Sergio. Ooh, the epic animation suit. That one was a long time coming. Nice, rough, sketchy drawings of these. That was going to be a move that never really quite catch on. Super Pink! Like a super eye poke. And Pink is like the cartoon sound effect you hear when cartoon eyes get poked. Pink, pink, boink, pink. You know, that was the idea with that one. And I was even trying to stage out the animation wise. Look at that, the jump and everything. Originally this was going to be in it, but didn't catch on. I was doing some nice drawings of the character doing other poses. Fire coming out of my mouth. And oh look. EAS, the epic animation suit. We're still designing it and preparing it for that episode. So ultimately, it wouldn't make it to the 100th episode, but instead it would have its own season. It would have a big part in season 11, the story arc, if any of you know that. Remember? Alright. So, I love these classic cartoons with the Pac-Man pie eyes. So, you know, I made a couple of drawings with that until it became its own character a lot more in later years in the show. And, you know, it was a small appearance in the early era of the show. Oh no, some magic coming out of my hands. Oops. Me sliding down something. Imagine me sliding down something on my feet, but I don't know. I just wanted to draw that. It was in my mind, and I just got it out. Also on some graph paper for fun. Again with that attempt, but in doodle form. A lot more doodlier. Other ideas, you know, you do see promotions for animated milestones or milestone episodes, 100th episode or whatever number episodes. Some of them, I think you know what show I'm talking about, has, you know, the eyes for the O's, circles, the zeros. And here's one example. What am I pointing to the back of? Of course, it's a Sergio show. Another more examples of it. Obviously this is based on a certain artwork of a milestone episode. Another sketch of me on top of my home studio, just pointing upwards. I wanted to just draw that. I wanted to draw like an exterior, like where in Toon City does my home take place? And it was like almost in the middle of the animated city. cartoon buildings. What is this? Crayon sketches of it. I do like the design. It is simple. It's just a cube with my face on it, and I like it. I like how simple the home is. And I'm glad it has more and more part of character later on in the series. If you know what I'm talking about. Okay, Sergio Studios production. These are storyboards to certain things, and let me just try to figure out what these are. This was for Sergio Eats a Sandwich. Yeah, I think I was making a video and talking about how I make cartoons. An example was how, and yeah, this was just for how I make cartoons. I made a video of how I make my own. This is a storyboard as an example for a little cartoon that was just made for the How I Make Cartoons video called, Sergio Eats a Sandwich. To show everybody how, an example, I make a little video, animated one. This is like a fake Burger King commercial I made for college. Okay, this is a storyboard for one of the intros. I think these are all the intros I wanted to do, because at one point in the series, I decided, okay, I want to give the It's the Sergio Show introduction where I'm like, all right, buckle your seatbelts and wear a helmet because it's the Sergio Show. And here's your host, Sergio Dominguez. I've been doing that for a long time. I've made a bunch of episodes with that kind of introduction, but I'm like, I want to break. I want to try something different. I want to make not just one, but multiple different introductions and see which one I like. And throughout the series, would show different ones and keep changing the introduction every time per season. And sometimes I would just rely on some of them. So, yeah, that's what I did. This is one, Rise and Shine. You zoom into the studio. Yeah, this is me eating cheeseburger, getting ready. That, and yeah, that's one introduction. Here's the second introduction. This one was quick and simple. Darkness, fade, a blue gradient, and the title just pops in with the chime and everything. This one's talk show themed. Yeah. So like if I'm going to replace that introduction, I'd rather do it multiple ways with different visuals and ideas. Because I know people do like the introduction, but I needed a break. I'm so sorry. Sometimes I in rarest occasions, I might bring it back if I feel like it. Another one where it would be a live action drawing and it would be me drawing in. But these intros you can actually not only see them in the show, but actually see it on this channel, Sergio Studios Extra, because I did release them each in their own little video. So if you want to see these fully realized and completed, they're on this channel. Same thing with this one. And this one was simple. Yeah, I think I did about 10, but later on I did a couple more, especially with the episode collages. And when the show was reaches its 10th year. This one was nice. Yeah. I try to, with some of the big introductions, I got to summarize both the show and who I am as a person. And since we were like 6-7 years into the show, might as well try to just show who I am. I love drawing, eating, being goofy, funny, animation, cartoons, all that good stuff. Like, this was a classic cartoon intro, which you would see in that episode. But yeah. I guess these are just spare storyboards. Yep, spare blank storyboards. I'll deal with those later. Here's parts. This is the storyboard for the 100th episode. So yeah, these are the storyboards for the 100th episode. I wanted to start the episode off with a nice 1-minute prequel to the first episode of the show. What happened at least a minute before the first episode started. Song parody that was shown, then later had to delete because of very unfortunate, obvious reasons. If you follow this, my channel and stuff. Yeah, it was fun storyboarding this. I remember the beginning of 2013. Just you see writing and storyboarding all this. But this is the stuff that actually didn't make it. Well, it tried to be made, but a lot of it went to season 11, and also a good chunk of it was just never made for unfortunate obvious reasons. That era of the show was fun, but ended up being really unfortunate in 2014. I apologize. This is some clip reviews that never made it anywhere. Yeah, that was cut. You can see a lot. I have a lot of ideas and a lot of things I want to put in, but I end up cutting it out from time and not from unfortunate other things. And just, I'm sorry for being so vague and uncomfortable about this, but it's all fun to look back, but also unfortunate on what has become now. I know, this is like the most devastating out of all the art look-throughs. I've been looking fondly in all of them. But then this happens, and I'm like, oh. I'm going to pass through this one a little bit quicker, but you guys see it. Oh. But yeah, you see a lot of artwork went to the 100th episode. A lot of work went to it. Apparently not really artwork that was drawn and scanned in, that was drawn and scanned in. Apparently that a lot of that went to the 200th episode. But yeah, these were all just rough rewards, yeah. I think it's fine to show thumbnail paper little doodles of what I was originally going for and what was originally there. Yeah, so all that stuff unfortunately made it, but then had to not make it. Devastating. It hurt. It hurt, but I've moved on for the most part, but I haven't forgotten. How can you forget? You work so hard, and then you just have been forced to neuter it. Fans are not happy about it. I'm not happy about it. But I gotta somehow let people know that this existed, and my work exists in some way, shape, or form. So at least you saw what was. Yeah, rough poses for something. I was laying out an animation for something in this one. Same thing with this one. Same thing with this one. Animation layouts. I don't know about this. Got another doodle. Oh, this one's good. It's like, what do I do now? I think it was just setting up a list of time travel. Don't remember this. It's so weird now that I don't remember. I think I just like this pose and I want to draw it out. It happens. You've seen the art look through. It's how I draw Sergio a certain pose and look, and I just want to redraw it a couple of times. That's in my head, even if it doesn't appear in the final cut of the show. Guidelines for maybe a head turn rotation. I think this was like a time. I think this was the time machine that I set up with Juan and Neil for season 11. I think we're getting into season 11, or not. Well, it was now season 11, but it was supposed to be episode 100. Yeah, this is an unfortunate mess, but laying out this turn animation that you do see in an episode of season 11. turn it around and you see the back of the stage from the first episode of the Sergio show. I don't know, but I knew this was the show. Oh yeah, I was trying to list different ways to say to be continued. Once I knew that this big story that I made for episode 100 had to be split into 10 pieces for season 11. Yeah, there was such a had this big thing that I had to either cut and chop into pieces and put it somewhere else. Oh, look, this is me trying to lay it all out. Really roughly too. Oh. No, what is this? Is it split? Yeah, this is so weird how I don't remember this. Yeah, it is weird, but yeah, this is something else. To be continued sign, thank you. Yeah, this is like a weird puzzle. It has been a while. It's been like, 7 years. Me staging out. I was going to hit Evil Sergio with the time machine while inside land. Classic 2008 Sergio. Yeah, this is staging. Me holding Sergio. Evil Sergio while he was knocked out. This is a note of something. I don't know. What the heck? Yeah, me laying out some animation here too. It's just weird. Some of it looks familiar. Gosh, I was really trying to lay out animation back then. I mean, I still do, but man, a lot happened because if you took all the 100th episode and all the parts of season 11 put together, it is like an hour of content. I remember when I was setting everything up, I'm like, wow, I wrote like a script for a movie or something. It was almost feature length with all the content that I made for that 100th episode. It was going to be like a movie with all the segments that I originally did when I wrote the first complete draft, with all the segments that I've talked about and the story arc and the introduction and the song parodies. It was going to be feature length, but so many scenes had to be cut, and whatever's left was just a small fraction, and everything else that was going to make it was just its own season. Laying out the animation for this beam. Alright, so you've seen two rough drawings of that one scene in the 100th episode, which, season 11, that later part in season 11, where all the fan arts have this power, they come together to charge the epic animation suit. Here's a couple of rough drawings. Sorry, earlier there was a point where the backup audio went out, so there's a point where you do hear audio from the mic from the camera. So I apologize, I'm going to have to let that in and try to see if I can clean it in post. And now I'm picking up where I left off. Sorry about that. So also here is a nice little animation layout, like thumbnail sketches of how it's going to move. And I want it to move very like fluidly and snake-like. So that was a sample with sparkles and rays and all that good stuff. I want there to be a big-ass bomb. And here's the big-ass bomb in the climax of that season. Now, also, this is also another setup because I also want Evil Sergio to get mad because he's being talked down to. And I want it to be very cartoony, but also holding in anger because this character has anger problems. And I try to make sure of that. Also, another animation layout because I want to do a nice, like, boom, 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 boom kind of thing from a certain classic comedy trio. So I was setting that up too. A lot of animation setup here. And even more animation setup. Neil and Juan's head, the way they're supposed to react when they get like comically hurt. Slapped around. Because I, as a friend, would never do that. But Evil Sergio would. And that's what I was trying to set up here. It was funny. It was funny setup. Rough drawing of me in the epic animation suit. Nice cool pose. This was me trying to figure out an effect where it would start off with this angle, zoom around to this, but I didn't really figure it out. I just went to Toon Boom and figure out in the software. Another drawing of me in the epic animation suit. I wanted to see how it looked before, or maybe, yeah, before I put this in animation-wise. This was also a perspective shot that I didn't really finish because the next drawing would be this nice POV. What would the bung look like if I shoot it out into the sky in Toon City? Sergio Studios here in the Toon City in this perspective. And that looks well done. Nice like sketchy drawings of buildings. Looks like I got it kind of right in the final cut. Another example of it too. Thicker outlines and more emphasis on the perspective and lines. Hey, here you are, good looking. Hey! Dueling Sergios is what I like to say. Actually, I just said that for the first time. Another animation setup. And this one, like, evil Sergio gets so mad his face turns into a monster. And that's a nice gag. Originally the line was, oh, now that's just jumping the shark. Even for an episode like this. But that even for an episode like this line part was cut. Because that was going to be for the 100th episode. So that's why it got cut abruptly. But I like this. It came out really good. This like pencil sharpener cannon bomb thing. That was nice. Just want to do a pose of like it doing a punch forward. Oh, Juan's hat has powers. It's such an ex machina, but I love it. Another drawing. This is kind of more awkward. Ooh, 99% uploading. Ooh, look at all this. Oh yeah, when I was trying to flesh this out, I just write a list of like, okay, what attacks do I want and how would it look? This is a good one. Yeah, look, a lot of things happened within that scene. It was an episode all on its own. Oh, it kept going. Wow, 55 like little fight moments. Jeez. Cute little doodles on the side. Oh yeah, there's a point because I had to make my own music this time, and at the time I didn't have proper music making software at the time. It wouldn't be until 2015 until I did. So a lot of the music I had to make using a little tablet that had a couple of like music playing apps, recorded off of the mic, and just edited together. And it was so awkward, the music. I tried my best, but it honestly came out bad. Good thing I finally found proper like music editing software the following year. So I apologize for the music in general, not just this season, but me making music in general. I want to make animation, but when it came to music, that's a completely different, unfortunate story. So that's the best I could do, and I apologize. Deeply, deeply apologize. But it's just, this is what I'm working with. So, sorry. Ooh, nice sound effects list. I like making sound effects. Those were fun. I did have to make my own set of sound effects, because I was also trying to make a fresh set of sound effects and make them myself, which that one was no problem. Nice big list of different kinds for each episode. A lot goes into it. This storyboard. Let's see. Yep, I did do some more storyboards, and this was like 4. Yeah. These are deleted storyboards. Yeah, I'm just gonna pass through some of these. Yeah, this is storyboards for a fight scene. I was gonna fight other cartoon characters, but for certain unfortunate reasons, I didn't. Yep, these are all deleted. Yeah. Extra scene. Yeah. An emotional speech. I think this, yeah. I have a recording of me doing this emotional speech, but that got cut. But it was still made emotional speech even then. Yep. Yeah, all this is deleted storyboards. The after credits. the furniture I had in the show just didn't move or talk, and they still don't, and they forever will not talk. But I had a joke where, what if not only they did talk, but like they ask each other, like they stop, they stay still, they look at each other. He goes, does he know we can talk? Shh, quiet, stay still, or we don't get paid. Oh, okay, sorry. That could have been the end credits for episode 100, or episode 100 in its original form, or in the season finale of season 11. So yeah, that's all this. Again, unfortunate. This is like the most unfortunate look through. Oh, but you got to see some treasures that never got to be in the final part. Okay, so what do we have here? Oh, wait. Is this what I think it is? Yep. So this is the story arc part of episode 100. Again, that I had to take out, and it would become its own season, season 11. And I split that whole chunk of story into 10 separate 5-minute videos, episodes. Okay? So when I was doing that, I did have to add its own introduction each one. At the time, I was still doing that. So introduction, part 1 of the story. Okay, look. This what you see end up being in the final cut of the show for season 11. So if you've seen season 11, then you've seen this just now in storyboard form. Had to delete things, add things. So this is all final cut. Gosh, I don't even know where these stains come from. They look like food stains. Yeah, they should be food stains. Yep. That's just one episode. Now for the next one. Got a lot of dialogue, a lot of visuals, a lot of dialogue, but man, I was having a good time. A great time. Telling this very fun story. Yep, this is all season 11. Here we go, the revised fight scene. Just on the list, now it's in storyboard form. Alright. We still have a lot to look through. Well, a couple more seasons to look through. Alrighty. Season 12 of The Sergio Show. Now, after season 11, I was like, okay, that's done. Now, what can I pick up where I left off? Well, I can do more with Evil Sergio, have other ideas, want to introduce new characters, all that stuff. So, we're going to do a flip through. This is all script. I decided for a while to do scripts for the show, and not just like pencil scripts, but actually type out the episodes. So, we're going to do a pass through of some of these scripts. Yeah, this is me completing this, but it should be season 111. This was, I think this was deleted. Yeah, this wasn't a deleted one because originally Juan and Neil were going to be on the episode, but I simplified it and it was just me. But yeah, that's a rejected script that didn't go through. Now this is 111. Yep. Yeah, this one. We can skim by this a little bit quicker. Yeah, originally. Yeah, I think there was an episode in 111, but I moved a couple episodes around at one point, so that's why it's like that. Yeah, a lot of things that you can see didn't make it because I think it was too ridiculous. And also I did outlines. I do like writing an outline for things. Just because you do want to fill things up. And yeah, it's very important as writers to do an outline before writing actual dialogue and story. Just line it up in a list right here. Always an important thing. Here's some artwork for episode 118. I wanted to do one that was like a little bit quicker to make, so I was like, let me tell a story of Sergio Studios in crayon form. Excuse me. Yeah, the backstory of Sergio Studios. Excuse me. Ah, wow. Excuse me. There we go. I like this one. Yeah, so let me do it on paper and crayon. Yeah, I should bring that back somehow. You see, it can't even be funny when it's like simple like that. It's blank page. Script for 119. $121. Yeah, this was also deleted. Yeah. A couple more artworks here. Let's take a look. This is from episode 120. What you're seeing here is drawings of the background of the portal, into the portal when Sergio goes into the portal, which you will see a couple times throughout the series. But yes, I just use crayons, color, make this, put it into Toon Boom, turn it into a cycle, and that's the portal. And that's Sergio drawing you saw in the front is from the montage where Sergio draws me, and it looks like that. Oh, blank paper. Oh yeah, this is extra scripts for anything the channel related, but not the Sergio show. For the Sergio show, like this one is a video about the Sergio show. This you can check out in this channel. Yeah, this is scripts for this channel, for certain videos of this channel. So Halloween special script. So you know about this. Christmas special. Yeah, so episode 111, I pushed it for something. So yeah, that's what's going on. A handwritten script on loose leaf paper. Another small script. Now the rest are just scripts for the season. This is a little like index card script for my channel trailer for Sergio Studios Extra when I was rebranding it. Yeah, something like that. So yeah, this has scripts for content within the channel that you're seeing from. Oh, this was for the special episode. This script is when I had the special episode and I went to the bathroom. That was a development hell episode, and originally it was going to start off as a script. And when I wrote it, when I ultimately finished writing it, and you can see the script, I wasn't happy with it, and I pushed it. I pushed it for later on where it's more visual. So this was deleted. This was a deleted script that would end up being a full episode, even a series of episodes, but this never came to me. Stop motion special 3. Yeah. All right, last one, episode 144. Let's see with this one. Ah, yes, for the big episode. Yep. This was a big episode. I had to split into 2. Yeah. And there we go. There we go. That was the art look through, art look through of these production files and rough work in progress artwork and promotional artwork and concept art and doodles from episode 100, seasons 11 and 12, the intros and more. So yeah, it was unfortunate how a lot of it didn't make it and some of it made it and got cut. And even this whole video experience was a little bit of a mess. Sorry for that audio moment. But yeah, I apologize, but it was still fun to look back. And I hope you still enjoyed looking through this with me too and find anything interesting or insightful and again the changes between that. So again, thank you for joining me. And like and subscribe, comments down below, follow me on social media. Again, thank you very much. I am Sergio Dominguez saying have an animated day.